recording here.
Oh, here.
Yeah. So what it's doing is it's picking up the skeletons of them. You can see it's moving with them, picking up the points, so forth and so on.
Yeah.
So hopefully, as I kind of walk around here, looks like they almost kissed. Hopefully this is going, it's almost like the filters from your TikToks
Snapchat.
and Snapchats. So it's going to pick up anything that we can't see with our own eyes. That's the hope.
Okay.
So we're hoping, again, that we're going to be able to capture more than somebody standing there.
Would it be a different color or it'll be still kind of...
It'll still be purple. So what I did here is, because I use an infrared camera as well, that shows up in a purple hue because it's light we can't see.
Got it.
We're not using that tonight, but this way you can differentiate your videos. This has a green background with purple stick figures, and the other camera is purple, so when things actually show up, we see giant orbs showing up in a much lighter purple.
Okay.
So again, that way, you guys can actually separate your videos. A lot of thought goes into this, as you can see.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna just be carrying this around. I'm not always gonna keep an eye on it, so that way I can just spot check it tomorrow morning. And when I spot check it, hopefully I'll find something that wasn't there. Have you heard anything yet? Please tell me you heard anything, something. Nothing.
I hear it changing a lot, but
But
like the specific words, right?
Yeah, so like DJs, what are they saying? Again, I didn't give you all the information I know about
There's a
this
lot of
place.
like piano.
Okay. Words? Any words coming through?
I don't know, my hearing is bad.
Hit the little white box to the right of your word, and it'll bring everything up for you. You'll be able to scroll through it.
I was going to ask you about curriculum, because when you were talking about her,
She did.
Oh.
I didn't go into that.
What about Audrey?
Where do you see Audrey at?
Where's Audrey?
Near you.
Oh, this was before. That's
Oh,
when
that
we
was
were
back
over
there.
there.
Yeah, I don't know who Audrey is. Not that it doesn't mean anything.
And then when you were talking about the, did you say, what was here? The kitchen?
This was where the slave
Servants'
quarters.
showers came up. So
Servants' quarters would make sense.
that's what I initially thought. And then curriculum, the one I
Well, we're also talking about 1700s. They wouldn't have had showers.
that's
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
So-
My bad. You're right.
Yeah, no indoor
Yeah,
plumbing
yeah.
yet.
Mhm. But
But that
curriculum
could
really...
also be rain showers.
Oh, true.
This is why you guys keep me around.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll be able to scroll through things,
Okay.
just so you know, so that way you can see everything that came up.
That was interesting too.
Yeah, especially by the bar, right?
Yep.
But then just circle back. Don't hit any of the red X's, because I
Okay.
do give you the full word list back, because sometimes there's a word on there that might be relative to them, and they didn't see it.
Okay.
And I don't know that until they get their data back.
Okay.
So,
okay.
you see where I'm going?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
It
Okay.
happens.
Okay.
It does happen. And Jesse, you can help her out. Take the other earbud.
Let me see. Let me hear. Are you done?
Seems like she's struggling a little bit.
I am struggling.
It's okay. It's not an easy job. It's definitely not an easy job.
I got the easy one.
You do.
I got the really easy one.
Yeah, so do I. And actually, I think this guy is lighter than that.
Oh, yeah. The
Oh,
iPad.
yeah.
Well, the
Absolutely.
case I put on there is like a little kid case.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, this is featherweight. Yeah.
It's like nothing. But I wanted to make sure there was two handles.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Not to mention, like, I'm just going to carry this around like a suitcase.
I got, stop.
No, we're not going to stop yet.
Just letting you know. And before that was ruling. I don't know if there's anything.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's vague.
Yeah.
It's very vague. I mean,
Yeah.
the father over in England did have some political power, but it's still really, really vague. Like, I would be more interested, did his name show up? I didn't tell you what that was.
Wow, it's changing pretty quick. Train.
We have some.
There's a rail yard right there.
355.
355?
Is that a thing?
The address here is 235.
Oh.
We had something a second ago over there,
Oh.
and it's back.
Oh.
It's going to be right in the center if I... It didn't look like a full figure. It kind of looked like a jumbled mess. Let me lower it back to where it was. There it is.
Holy shit.
Yeah, me too.
That's a person. Did you see it?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, whoa,
my thing's going like crazy,
That
by
is-
the way. Does
Whoa.
that mean anything?
That is crazy.
No, babe, come here. You got to look at this.
Watch. It'll
Oh, yeah.
take the shape of a person.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Do you have
gnarly.
any numbers going on?
No.
Why don't you go stand right where that little platform is right there? Right on the edge of it. And that way we have a point of reference of you on the camera and any readings that'll show up. And he's not even showing up on the camera.
It's not. He's showing up for me.
Any numbers? That's not him.
No, it's not.
3.6. This is why you're here.
Here. Yeah.
Let's move up.
Should we move up?
You can.
Okay.
You're not recording yet.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're not. I need a square. There you go. It's got a 3.6. You hearing anything? Those are people.
Cherry? Cheery? Something for free?
Eight.
Serious extra cash?
Yeah, that's commercial. Come on. Let's move forward. I got that 8.
8, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely picking you guys up now that I'm closer.
3.6. Yeah, but it spiked to 8. Seems like this one's way more sensitive than this one.
Okay.
Like this one picking up way harder, way higher, and then this one's always pretty low.
Yeah, those numbers that you gave me so far, have they been remotely close to each other?
When they get to like 8, this doesn't even change.
Doesn't change at all. Interesting.
Yeah. Like this one got up to like an 8, but then it was consistent at like 2.5, 3.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Statistical, when I asked what the tragedy was.
Well, we did have the word cherry that came through that Vanette heard, which is odd.
Okay.
There was holy shit earlier. I don't know what that is. No, seriously, it was like.
She
holy
heard
shit.
holy shit on there?
Yeah, we heard holy shit.
Yeah, we both heard it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what were the other questions? You said a bunch of them.
So for you, like what happened to the mansion? When did that happen?
Okay, when did that happen? Okay, that's what I asked.
And the cool thing about this is when I do find something and I'm not sure if it was a person or not, I can screenshot it and lighten it to make sure I have her in the background, and that's what the skeleton is picking up to kind of debunk things.
Gotcha. So what did it just pick up on just now?
I have no idea, but he was getting readings, and I had obviously,
skeleton thing,
a couple of pieces.
I didn't see anything. When he was at 8, I didn't directly over here. I didn't.
But you're also measuring temperature. He's measuring invisible fields.
Correct. Okay.
Vector.
Any letters showing up on the
No,
little
just
Ouija
still
board?
on LQ.
Okay, so let me turn up the sensitivity. That's below the red dot. Holy. Okay, now we're getting
Oh,
somewhere.
whoa, hey, you just had one.
Yeah, it was him. See how it's moving? That's him.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of debunking I'm going to find with this guy, I'm sure. The average spike here is 18 to 22, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I got 19.
What happens when it turns white again? It turns
So
white twice.
there was an EMF detection,
Okay.
and
Oh.
it stopped the cursor. Like, if you look at the bottom row,
Yeah, there's
you should have more than LQ.
WXE.
It picks you up real easy, Gil. Just so you know. Everybody else it struggles with. It's like it's got to find them.
It's giving me the coldest point out here is on like your right pocket. Oh, your keys. Here.
Yeah, I got keys and ice water over here, just so you know.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, a lot of people say, why is your left leg always cold? Like, that's because there's ice water in there.
Did something happen with her ear?
No,
Okay.
none of them actually.
And this one keeps going.
That looks like Felix to me. WXEIFLX.
A lot of X's.
Is it possible that this thing jumbles the letters?
Yeah, we have had anagrams. So the second or third night we started using that, we had EULZIA. So it looked like Yulzia.
Right.
All the letters of Eliza with an interrupted U.
Oh.
So I was stoked. Like, all right, maybe we're going to get some stuff out of this guy. I didn't know. Again, I had to test it. I think I had my daughter on the tour that night. She was using it. But yeah, we had all of those letters consecutively with the U mixed in. So
Anything with connection to Felix?
I have no idea who Felix would be.
Okay. Something happened to the mansion in regards to elements.
Kind of.
Not elements. There's a word.
It's vague. Still, it's not as specific that she would normally give.
26.1.
26.1.
It's holding still. Now it's down to 7.8. But it was at 26.1.
And are you hearing anything coming out of there? Voice to Men? What are they singing?
21.4.
Is that voice to them?
21.4.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty high readings right here.
And you're not close enough to parking meters or electrical lines or anything like that. Like, there's no electricity.
45.7.
Oh.
59.9.
You okay over there, Denise? You all right?
Three options.
What was it?
3 options.
36.1. 10.6. 14.4. Wow, there's like consistent high readings right there.
Yeah, but look,
41.3.
but look at the fluctuation of it. Like, it's not
19.7.
consistent
Yeah.
at all.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
That's a good thing for us. But if it was something coming from something man-made, it would be like 15, 30, 15, 30. It would be a pattern there. You're not getting a pattern
No.
at all.
5.3. All over the place. 1.9. But this is the most activity it's getting since like consistently. But I don't know where I'm standing if I'm here.
But you're not. I've been through this whole lot dozens of times. Like, not dozens, but hundreds.
Yeah, like 9.4, 3.3,
And those spikes of 18 to 22 that I normally get,
20.6. There it is, right there.
they're never in the same spot.
Oh,
It's always all over.
But the thing is, like this one, there you go, 1.1 finally. Came out 11.9. But this one doesn't seem like it picks it up as high.
I'm wondering why.
10.8,
See, this is why we experiment. So let's move this guy.
10.2. Holding steady at 10. Yeah. But see how this one's like just consistent here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the most activity I've gotten in one spot.
10.2 again.
Spikes.
29.
Yeah.
Ooh, and back down to nothing.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, actually.
199.
What did you know?
Wait, what were my questions again?
We're actually going to go to the back and end this. He's got a lot of readings here. Did I write down that 335?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure because there could be some. No, I did not.
Okay.
All right. All right, everybody. Let's go back to where we started. We'll kind of cover the answers.
Listen. Fourth homework received and Dave.
Dave. Who the hell is Dave? I don't know. Your baseline in here is going to be probably between 5 and 6. Anything above that, because we do have some lamp posts around us.
5 and 6.
So they will give off a little bit of EMF. Definitely get some footage in here. In the event another tour starts to come through here, notice how I'm holding my camera. It's very discreet. That way nobody's determining like, hey, I'm filming them. We're just going to kind of split the seas and let them pass through.
Okay.
Again, this is a very big stop for every ghost tour in town.
Okay.
So this is called Philadelphia Alley. So this used to be called Dueler's Alley. This is where some of the duels used to occur.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we all tell the same story, but you're going to hear it a little bit different from me because you need different details because you're ghost hunting. This isn't a campfire and marshmallow, ghost story. So let's get into it. A doctor moves down here from Rhode Island. His name is Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. If you start to hear the song Brown Eyed Girl, it's not coincidence, just so you know. It is common to hear that song down here. But anyway, he moves down here because he's supposed to get married to his fiancée, Amanda. Amanda just inherited a bunch of money from her dead parents. She has an attorney helping her out with all of the cash. The attorney thinks that Dr. Ladd is just after Amanda's money. He tells Amanda, get rid of the doctor. Am I recording? Yes. So he tells Amanda, get rid of this guy. So Dr. Ladd moves to Charleston to prove that he's not after Amanda's money. As he's coming into town, the coachman that was bringing him in set him up to be robbed and killed. It wasn't a very good start to his stay in Charleston. However, somebody was walking by. His name is Ralph Isaacs. I'm going to stop there. The reason why you have that Ouija board and why I bought it was for this location. Ralph has the same initials as where the doctor came from. Rhode Island, Ralph Isaacs. The letters R.I. were showing up on the spirit boxes.
I'm sorry, just to increase the sensitivity, because I know you lowered it before.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to turn it... no, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're going to turn it clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay.
Yeah, so it's turned all the way up right now.
Okay.
But anyway, we were getting the letters R.I. being heard on spirit boxes. It was the weirdest thing. Not like RBI from baseball, R.I. So I was like, let me get the damn Ouija board and see if we can get some more. So you're on the lookout for R.I. But Ralph tells the doctor, dude, I know this guy. He's going to try to kill you. Why don't you come with me? I got some friends at 59 Church Street, and you can rent a room from them, and you'll be safe. Dr. Ladd took him up on the offer. They became friends. The longer the doctor stays here, the more money he's making. He's proving his point. He wasn't after Amanda's money. Amanda gets wind of this. She's moving down soon so they can get married. Dr. Ladd became known as the Whistling Doctor. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Every ghost town that you're ever going to visit, haunted city, is going to have a cliched whistling ghost. We actually have proof of this one. I'm going to get to that. But anyway, he's very happy. But Dr. Ladd and Ralph, while he's waiting for Amanda, they go see plays together all the time because they're really good friends. It's like going to the movies with your buddy. So they go see Richard III from Shakespeare, and they're arguing on their way home because Dr. Ladd and Ralph couldn't sit next to each other because the doctor always had better seats. He made more money. That's the hierarchy of Charleston. So during this argument, Dr. Ladd thought the new actress was fantastic. Ralph, not so much. During that argument, Ralph starts insulting the doctor's fiancée, Amanda, back home in Rhode Island. So it gets very ugly, and they go their separate ways. You've already figured out that Ralph has friends here. So he goes to his friends at the newspaper, puts an ad in the paper, telling the whole city of Charleston what he thinks of the doctor. Like, you're a disgrace to society, sir. Dr. Ladd saw this in the paper, and he rebuttals with, let's go to Dueler's Alley and settle this. Yeah, just like that. So they came down here.
Style.
They took their 10 paces, they turned, the doctor pointed his gun in the air, and he shot. He did not want to kill his friend. He just wanted to have the courage and bravery to show up to the fight, which is often what happened at a duel, by the way. Not all duels end in death. Even this one. Dr. Ladd, what'd you hear?
I said that's what the song in Hamilton is about.
Yeah,
When you're going to the
exactly.
But
Ralph
anyway,
has his one bullet, and he puts it in the kneecap on the doctor. Dr. Ladd didn't die either. He drops to the ground, and friends carry him home to 59 Church Street, and he dies 10 days later after refusing medical treatment. You have to remember what type of bullet this was. This is the 1780s. It wasn't like a gunshot wound. Yeah, he was worried about lead poisoning and everything else. He probably tried to bleed this out himself.
Yeah.
So, I will tell you that depending on which version of the story you're reading, they say he died 10 days later, 4 days later, 6 days later. It just depends on which version. However, the death date always remains the same because it's on his tombstone, and it's November 2nd. So, I will tell you that we often hear the doctor's birthday down here, so I'm not going to tell either one of you what that is, even when we go to the next location. But every ghost tour that comes down here, they always say, be real still, you can hear the whistles. Now the cool thing is, for you guys, we're using a voice recorder. So when you're listening to this portion of it, just listen in the background. If you're going to come down here on your own and turn on your voice recorders to see if you can get anything, I want you to keep in mind that every local knows this story. Anybody walking up and down Cumberland or Queen Street is going to throw a whistle down the alley. I do it every night. So we passed my garage on the way here. It's right above that little convenience store there. So I always pass this alley on the way back to my car. I always throw a whistle, especially since I got kicked out. Let's get into that. That's the fun part. This alley, I'm not going to take you guys all the way through. We're actually going to exit the same way we came in. But I used to let my groups go all the way through, but I will tell you that this alley didn't always go all the way through this way. So before it was Dueler's Alley, it was a cow alley, because this is where they kept the livestock for the city of Charleston. So it was cut off. So that means those bricks on that side are older. Those are sun-dried bricks from slave children. There's a full handprint from a slave child down there, along with fingerprint swipes. Now, sun-dried bricks means that those slave kids had to turn those bricks in the sun to make sure that they baked. Yeah, so there's a full handprint down there, and you can see it. However, that kid is not staring at that brick in the afterlife. I treat it the same way I do a grave. All of my groups want to huddle around that brick.
Yeah.
So, one night specifically, November 26th of 2020, my entire team of 10 is huddled around that brick waiting for something to happen. I'm trying to shoo them along because it's also outside the kitchen window of the beautiful mansion at the end of the alley.
Oh.
Yeah, I still didn't know all my boundaries yet. I'm just trying to be respectful. Little did I know, I wasn't allowed over there. So again, tours are only allowed to go down halfway. So the new neighbor came out screaming. My daughter thought it was great because she was on the tour that night. Dad's getting yelled at. We moved on. The next day was Thanksgiving. Some of you know I worked in retail for over 20 years, mainly for Walmart, and I don't work Thanksgiving ever again. So I didn't work that day. The next day after that, I got a phone call with the team I was working with, and they said, we need you to either go down halfway or to reroute the group. Somebody obviously complained. So I said, fine, I'll reroute the group because I didn't think it was fair for my group of 10 to be working around 20 to 60 other people that are commonly down here. So I told my group, I don't even believe in this story we're about to go to, but we're going to see what happens. What I didn't tell them was who we were going to be investigating. All I told them was this is a pirate story. You're in Charleston, you got to hear a pirate story. So we left, and on our way out, somebody heard the name Anne on a spirit box. I didn't tell them we were going to be investigating Anne Bonny, the famous female pirate. So I went, shit, I'm a vampire guy, not a pirate person. So I was kind of like, all right, we'll see what happens. I told what little bit I did know about the Anne Bonny story over there. Somebody else heard the number 300. I didn't know what that meant in real time. I'm doing the research the next day. I find out we were there on November 28th of 2020. Anne Bonny's trial for piracy, November 28th of 1720. The exact 300th year anniversary of her pirate trial. So I went, shit, now I gotta learn about pirates. So ever since then, I still have a whole bookcase dedicated to nothing but pirates and how to debunk all of the myths and lore. Everything we're about to go through came from a minimum of 2 resources. So again, kind of keep that in mind. It is a space where we're going to be able to spread out. You're going to see other tours walking around. We're just going to stay out of their way, but we're probably going to get some carryover from this location. So I do call that bleed over when we're because it's right across the street. The other thing before we leave this space, you guys see the gate behind me? Obviously, I stopped here for a reason. Remember I told you that the alley didn't go all the way through this way? In the event there was a loser to the duel, this was the shortcut to get over to the cemetery on the other side of the brick wall. Otherwise, they'd have to go all the way down the Queen Street and down and around to get to St. Philip Cemetery, and that's going to stop them from going to get a pint to go celebrate the winner. So the gate obviously wasn't here. The wrought iron was put up probably in early 1900s, but the archway you could see is definitely original. Yeah. So again, very cool stuff. Not many people know why this archway is actually here. I'm going to actually stop this video because it looks like it's picking up some bushes.
If you have like sunglasses on, like aviator shaped sunglasses, it won't work.
Oh, we got enough light here coming from the garage. Oh, yeah. It's picking her up pretty good. It's getting a lot of blue. Reset that thing. No.
No. Oh. I'm gonna go see if I can see anything by the.
Your camera loves to act up in here, just so you know.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of weird shit come out of that guy.
I've got everything red. I know how flare camera works, but I don't know why everything's red right now, even though it's reading 47 degrees. Like, look.
It's because the mode that I have it on, it's going to fluctuate, so I can see things a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that interesting? Picked you up, no problem. They trim these back.
Oh, no.
It's okay, it'll come back up.
Sweet.
Gotta hit the record button.
Oh.
So we just lost whatever little bit of footage you had.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's super sensitive. Yeah. It wears out like every 6 months. I gotta buy a new one.
Yeah.
So psychics that I get on a tour that have been pretty legit, they normally see a soldier standing over here, and they all describe them the exact same way. Blue pants, white shirt, every single time.
Navy.
We're in the South. Should be gray.
Oh shit, good point. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Fucking blue pants, white shirt.
Yeah,
In the South, what is that?
I don't know.
The UN didn't exist yet. Nurses Corps didn't exist yet.
The only thing I can think of is this also served in the French and Indian War. I didn't look up the French uniforms.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they are. Like, I know what they are now. Wouldn't know what they
I mean,
were.
I would have to look them up during that time.
I would assume it was something red.
Yeah, red would be
Yeah.
red and white would be my first
Yeah.
instinct. For,
Same. Oh,
but again, it's always blue pants, white shirt.
like right around there.
Yep, always.
Was the name of the ship after someone's son?
No.
That came up right when I asked the question.
Son. Junior.
It was just, and it stayed asking for a while, and then went to son.
Again, this is a hit or miss location. I'll probably know within 5 minutes, like if we have actually anything going on based on what Bennett. And Bennett, you got anything? Do you have anything coming through?
Sorry, I heard very loud. I heard like 303
Okay.
creative. That was kind of it. Everything else was most like ads.
Okay. 303 and creative. I don't think I've ever had creative come out of that. Jesse, you might want to kill that motion sensor. Yeah, I would kill that white button in the back. I think it's just being too sensitive with your motions. Trying to get you guys out of the picture. And if you want to show yourself, I could see you. I got this new crazy gizmo.
Yeah, it got up to blue. That's the closest.
Okay. Again, the way you were moving around,
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty active like I am.
Yeah.
I have a hard time when I'm walking around with it because it's not meant to do that. You're meant to like set it on something and see if something gets closer. I have the proximity set like super close,
Yeah.
so that way not every insect over here is going to make it go off over there.
Got it.
So I have it set super close, but it also picks up your guys' motion depending on how active that person is. But you're like me, like you're constantly moving.
Pacing? Yeah. Okay.
Haze?
H-E-Z-E. Yeah, hard to know if it's amazing, but
Yeah.
that's a stretch.
It's a big stretch.
Cane?
And then Kane. Okay.
Dang, we're talking about a very sexual woman. We're going to get technical.
And then the only letters she got over there were R, W, and A.
I'm getting a lot of RWAs throughout the tour. Yeah.
War?
Oh, possible. War's possible.
This thing served in 7 wars.
Oh, okay. That's very possible. But he said that any of the real psychic Indians that come on the tour, they've always seen a soldier standing right there wearing, you said, blue pants, white
Blue
shirt.
pants, white shirt.
Very cool.
Blue pants, white shirt. But
I'm gonna start coughing again. Sorry.
God. You want another cough drop?
Stop.
Motion sensor shut off. Yeah, let me kill that motion sensor for you. It's not being accurate at all. Like, we shouldn't hear all of that fluttering. There you go. That way it's not flashing you.
Yeah, the readings on these have been pretty good.
Yeah, so I forgot to warn you, like if you have like 2 electrical poles and then the parking meters on the other side of the bushes, so like this front third of the parking lot, yeah, we'll get anywhere between like a 5 to 7. It's usually the things in the back. If I get anything back there, I'm excited.
Got it.
Which is very seldom.
Okay.
And
23 and sugar.
sugar, yeah.
Yeah.
Sugar would have been one of their crops. That was a big pirate crop,
Yeah,
sugar.
sugar.
And that's where your barrel comes from. There would have been barrels of sugar.
Yeah. The sun was pour some sugar in that color.
I'm excited about that. And 20. Like 20 is a big one. She just heard the word sugar.
Sugar. We're in the South, so that makes sense.
Well, we're also talking pirates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Jamaica
yeah.
would have been a big
Jamaica.
crop. And she did hear the word barrel earlier. So
Yeah,
barrels of
that's
sugar.
right. She heard barrel earlier. Cool. Question.
Yeah.
How did they? What made them think soldier? Because I know you said blue pants, white shirt.
I think it was like almost like the stand of attention and the
Okay.
anger coming off of this person.
But there was no weapon.
Not to my recollection of anybody ever mentioning a weapon.
Okay.
Interesting. Glass and stand.
Stand at attention.
Vote. Do you know what you said?
Well, vote is a big deal with the pirates because they actually had a democracy.
Yeah.
The glass one stands out to me, and I'll explain before we leave.
Okay.
It's a bit of a stretch,
Okay.
but it's still like a
Okay.
We'll see if he gets any readings back there. If not, we'll,
Why is this red? This doesn't make sense.
because it's the warmest thing in the picture at that point. Let me point some things out. So let's go up to the wall. So point your camera directly at the wall. Should be completely red.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, keep it there. Watch the wall.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Your hand became red and the wall became blue. Oh, okay.
Any readings, Jesse? Okay, all right, I'm gonna call it on this one.
Okay.
So let's come over here. I'm going to be testing a lot around this right here. But the rest of you, I mean, by all means, let's just start spreading out. Let's see what we can find in here. This is our last stop, so let's
Sorry, I always ask this. The specific questions again. I like to go by
see. Kid's name,
his name.
age,
Age.
birthday. Oh, you can also ask the wife's name.
Okay.
I didn't tell you that either. The wife's name is showing up here several times.
I don't know if you had to reset this one because this one's been just being 0 the whole time.
Does it say hold on there anywhere? Nope. It's weird. Super weird. It's still on 0. Test it with my phone. Whatever the hell that may be. Phone should make it go off.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Nothing. Craziness. And the readings are all there. Oh, there it goes. Of course. As I'm resetting it, it went off. So we should be good now. Hopefully. Come on. Yep, there you go. A little bit of a reading. Just want to make sure I was going to give you something. Looks too tall to be an actual person. It's actually the monument. That's Finette. It's picking them up. They're probably 50 to 60 feet away from me.
Colin?
Colin? Is that a name?
No, but
Rose-colored Ray-Bans. I heard brown-eyed girl here.
interesting.
Is that...
You said rose-colored.
Rose-colored Ray-Bans.
Weird.
I feel like Ray-Bans is like more modern than glasses.
Colin, and then brown-eyed girl.
7?
the doctor's birthday is July 7th.
Oh.
And now we have brown-eyed girl,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird why we have
but
it here.
Here.
Yeah, so weird.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Here's another clue to Dr. Ladd. So the address where he lived, 59 Church Street, is also known as the Thomas Rose House.
Oh.
You heard rose-colored Ray-Bans, which is weird why you're hearing all of those things
Yeah,
here.
but here
Yeah,
instead of
so
over
weird.
there. Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, it's not like you didn't know this place, but again, there's no tie to him here.
Mm-hmm.
In 59 Church Street. How far would that be? So Church Street is going to be that way. Yeah, we're probably still good because that's Tomer Street. Another 2 blocks is going to be. Yeah, we're too far away from that house, I think. I'll look it up on the map just to make sure, but it might be wide. We might be close enough where it's like a half a block away or so.
Yeah.
So that would be cool. I'll definitely look into it and give you the map coordinates in your analysis so I can kind of see what the hell, why we're getting things around him here. Test the benches because they have so many marks on them, straight lines. Nothing. Previous investigation with that SLS camera, we had lines showing up right about there. Okay, so that makes sense. Anything crazy coming up?
Nothing.
Where's the thermal?
Oh, I had to put it away. It was nothing. Absolutely nothing was coming up.
Set. Wait, we asked him how he felt like having tuberculosis.
Yeah, we weren't getting anything off the regular questions. So
Okay.
I figured
He
I'd lightly
said
poke the bear.
Yeah.
Oh, we asked about his son's name,
Okay.
and what came up was
Eastern.
Eastern. Was it a Middle Eastern name?
Couldn't tell you,
Oh, okay.
to be honest with you.
I asked him how he felt about being sick his whole life.
Okay.
He said cook. Got nothing there.
Yeah. It's a dud.
And then I decided, all right, screw it. Let's really poke the fucking multiple, and then set.
Multiple set. You know, what's weird is I was expecting, with this one being more sensitive than that one, that these bars would be picking up all of that skeletal
Yeah.
marking. Nothing.
Nothing?
What was weird about that whole situation was we only had one female in that entire group. I want to say it was like a party of like 6 or 8. He was standing over here this whole 8 minutes. The woman goes across and she extends her hand to be shaken. Like, hey, Henry, why don't you shake my hand? Since we were getting interaction out of him. Disappeared. Couldn't get him back. Then we remembered what time frame he came from. She's a woman.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably disrespectful for a woman to extend her hand to be shaken. Do you need me to fix that camera?
How do I hold it? I can't touch this one, right?
Let me see if I can help you out.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Switch.
No, that's creepy.
Is it though?
I mean,
That's why you came to see me.
You're right. What came up before then? Nothing. Okay.
wait, you said the thing about the war and Capitol came out.
Oh.
Now, I will tell you, we've gotten other clues to other monuments in here. We have George Washington over there with the big one. There's Marguerite Vault over there. Volk, sorry. We've had her initials and almost her full name spelled out on the Ouija board. It was like missing one letter in consecutive order. Like, so...
Yeah, all I've got is HVCLVWX. WZ.
We got a lot of jumbled letters.
I got a lot of the... We've been getting a lot of the back end of the alphabet here. Like at one point we had XWYZ. See, like now, again, I got WZ.
Yeah.
So I'm
noticed
getting the
that.
back end of the...
And hold it on this side, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, don't even touch that camera. It's
Cool.
being really sensitive tonight. I keep getting something over by the monument, but I think it's the monument.
What's his name again? Harry? Henry.
Henry.
Opinion. Okay.
And when your line gets full, which it is right now, you just turn this down to 6, go back to 9.
Henry, you want to come out and talk to us tonight?
Come on, buddy. I showed you a little bit of recognition.
I got closet.
He's staying in the closet.
All right, Henry. The one walked away. Let's talk. You want to give me your son's date of birth? When was your son born? Jay? It's not January, July, June. Okay.
Nope. I already went through those in my head as soon as it came up. Got an HU.
Yeah.
The wife's name and the son's name are very specific. Somebody must be working in their yard or
Went.
something over there. Went where, Henry? Where did you go?
Henry, where'd you go, man?
Okay, that's Jesse and Vanette. Oh, they're definitely out of the frame now.
Henry, you living, buddy?
Whoa.
What do you got?
Something directly behind her. It's like over here.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, that might be the monument itself, though.
The monument,
Oh,
I'm
shit,
pointed
no,
that
yeah.
way.
Henry, is that you? Is that you I'm seeing on the screen?
I mean, it's still there.
A?
What are the letters before it?
He just gave me AH. After I asked, is that you, brother?
I mean, that thing's pretty consistent.
Yeah, what is that? Hey, babe, come here, look.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I mean, it's been there for like 5 minutes.
I got local.
He was a local, native.
Like, I've got local.
Yeah.
And then
He's like shoveling almost.
DAHEJT.
I got nothing out of that. I would reset it. And watch, even with her in view, it'll still come up. And doesn't that almost look like there's somebody following her?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of dots.
Yeah. Now it looks like there's something. Oh, it's to her left.
That's the same spot that it's been going
I
off.
wonder if I can go over there. Maybe. I don't know if we read anything.
Did you get any readings yet?
Only up to 13, so it's pretty low.
I mean, that's still
I got tomorrow. What's
Thir-
tomorrow? Talk to me.
Valentine's
Oh,
Day. Did it stop? Nope.
No.
It's right here.
It's right in front of this pole.
Well, the pole is going to pick up because it's linear
Yeah.
and it's solid. What I'm looking at should be right in here. Nope. Yep. Came right back.
I got went local tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Local event. I got an A again.
Hey.
I know.
It's still there?
Yep.
Yeah, I got AX.
It's not
Unless
as
his name was Alex or some shit like that. I got AX.
It's right there.
I can't tell if it's that branch hanging down. It's the problem in here is there's too many damn branches.
Outside?
David? Abigail?
David keeps showing up here and I don't know who he is.
Oh, David. And then 2377. I don't know if that's it.
Yeah, David showed up for me over here too. By the way, before.
On yours?
Yeah, while we were over there, not effing around.
I get it here all the time, and I don't know what the link is.
Then Abigail?
I'm gonna write it down. Doesn't mean it's not relevant. And
Any-
there's a million monuments in here.
Any Axel, Alex, anything like that? I got AXEI, and that's the third time or Axe. Did any of them die by axe or have an accident?
I mean, we are next to Washington. Then he chopped down a
Chopped down
cherry tree.
Yeah.
Huh?
That story was a lie, by the way. He didn't
I
chop down cherry trees. Invest. Money.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that Henry was a poor man. He's a writer. He
Oh,
had-
yeah. Processing. I don't think this is Henry. This might be one of the other ones.
Yeah.
If anything, it might be good.
We've had a lot come up with George before. We've had his initial show up. We've had his name show up. That David piece is blowing my mind. I researched him one day, like trying to find out who the hell he was, any tie to David at this location for like an hour one morning. And I try not to be too late getting you guys' data back to you. It was driving me nuts. I couldn't find anything. But the name David shows up here all the time. And what's weird is we're next to St. Michael's Church,
Yeah.
like across the street.
Yeah.
So we've gotten Michael here, which makes sense.
Makes sense. But not David.
But David, I don't know who the hell David is. And he had a 13 miles, which that's still a good reading. Bless you.
Thank you. Employment? That's the third reference we have to some sort of money. Investment, processing, and employment.
Oh, gotta stretch this.
That might be tied to David.
Whoever the hell David is.
Right.
Again, I'll find it. It's gonna take me some time. Any other crazy numbers? 13 was the only one?
15 was the highest. And it was in that corner over there, and I can't tell if it was because maybe I was close to, I don't know if that's like an electrical thing over there.
It's not. We've tested it.
Oh.
That's
okay.
one of the corners where we get it probably
Okay.
once a week. The other corner we find it is up there by those benches.
Okay.
So I want to say one night we had it over here. Again, it's all over the place.
Well, I'll tell you this, like, this was pretty much 0 the whole time until then it get to like 13, and it had
Okay.
like readings above 3,
Okay. How was the readings on the other one?
low.
Low.
Yeah. Like, it didn't get past maybe 0.5, 0.6.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anything crazy going on with your camera? Okay. Vanette, you got anything?
Any words?
So, a couple of weird things going on here, and then I'm going to stop my videos, so you can probably stop yours to kind of give yourself a break, and I'll tell you how this is going to work from here moving forward. So, the most